And now to this, everybody. For millions of college students all across America, it is graduation season. But along with the pomp and circumstance comes a big dose of reality, right? Also, congratulations. And this realization that you got to enter the workforce.
Yeah,
scary.
So, I know. So we're here to talk more about it is University of Finance professor at San Diego, Dan Roccato. What's going on, Dan? Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. Hi, Melvin. Graduation time. Ours is next week. Yeah, ours is next week when they leave the quad and they try to, find a job. So it's a stressful time. It's an exciting time, but a lot of folks out there are finding a difficult time this year nailing down that first job.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, what does the job market look like for this year's graduating class?
Overall, let's give it a B minus, a B. Hiring is definitely slowing down. There's still plenty of jobs out there, but there's no question that it's pulling back a bit. Big tech, for example, not a good place to be right now as they're letting people go as opposed to bringing people on. There's more contractor jobs this year where you're not actually an employee of the company, but basically an independent contractor. So a little bit of a mixed bag, guys.
So, for parents out there, guardians, graduates that might be watching this morning, where should they be looking for jobs? Like, what fields would you say offer the most opportunities right now?
Yeah, good question. So what I'm seeing on campus is education, healthcare, transportation, logistics, hospitality, leisure. These are all very hot sectors. More jobs than people able to do the jobs. Other jobs, real estate, for example, banking, as we can tell by recent headlines, these are jobs, tech, these are jobs that have really been hit the hardest. Pretty much not just here in California, but across the country.
All right, and Dan, how about your top tips for all the grads who are out there looking for work?
Yeah. I share this with my students every day. Number one, internship. If you haven't had an internship or some work experience by the time you're a senior, you got to get moving because that really is a dress rehearsal nowadays for a real job, right? So the internships have become so important. Focus on small firms. It's not just the big firms that I want grads to look at, but there's lots of small firms here in California that also are in need of folks. Avoid resume gaps. You don't want this huge gap on your resume that you can't explain. It might be really cool to go hiking through the Himalayas for 3 months, but you better be able to explain it. And finally, my best tip this morning, guys, alumni. Tap the alumni network for your school. They're the ones that might be able to give you some leads. You need to be a little bit more proactive this year, guys. There's jobs out there, but we have to work a little harder to get that paycheck.
All good advice.
As always. Yep. Thank you, Dan, so much. Always great to be with you on a Friday morning.
Happy Mother's Day to all my friends in LA.
Thank you.